10 people, 7 people, and they do 3 days, who will achieve the same result. He's trying to kill himself for 40 days by sharing the body. So you have a very heavy load here. Do you know what was going on here? Genocide. This is the first.
Welcome to Dominion Mandate, a platform where we awaken a deep hunger for the pursuit of God and equip believers to dominate their world for Christ. Here, we dive into the Word of God, explore timeless truths, and ignite a passion for spiritual growth, purpose, and kingdom influence. This is not just another channel, it's a movement.
3 basic types of fasting. Okay? We have the partial fast. It has another name. We call it Daniel fast. That's somebody that practices it. We attach names to them, Daniel fast. If somebody is doing that, he's not eating food, but they're eating fruits and vegetables. Okay, sometimes they call it vegetable fast or fruit fast. Then we have the complete fast, the total fast. Because the word total is used in many books, I actually think that word total should not be for this. Yeah, because sometimes it creates confusion to the people we are communicating. But what fast is this? Is the water fast. This is the fast where you drink only water. And it's also called the Jesus fast. It's to help us understand what Jesus did when he went to fast. Yes, at the end of his fast, he was thirsty. He was hungry, he wasn't thirsty, because he was drinking water. And I believe that's for our good that he said that example. Okay, then there is the ultimate fast. This is dry fast. No water, no food. So this is the Esther fast. You read about Esther and the fast he declared. Yes, and they did that for 3 days. Look at Jesus fast. Luke 4:2. Being 40 days tempted of the devil, in those days he did eat nothing. He didn't say he didn't drink anything. Okay. Now, the ultimate fast is usually called the Moses fast. The reason I don't want to use Moses as an example of that is that I don't want many of you going copying what he did. The man actually stayed 40 days without food and water, and if you do it, you will die. Yes, because the ultimate fast in the Bible, people don't do it more than 3 days. Anybody that is going more than 3 days must introduce water. Nobody does more than 3 days without water. It is against biblical law, or you end up having health hazard. You die, you damage your life. And because we're teaching this now, in raising pastors, there were people who thought they knew more than us. We have 30-something years of experience behind what we're telling you now. And usually they think they know, I want to do what Moses did. Show it to them. Show it to them now. There's a reason why Jesus did not do that, because he's our example. It's the reason he didn't do that. And I will tell you why Moses did not die. It's very simple. If you have that condition, like, which one do you want to? You want to try Exodus 34? There are so many. It was recorded at least twice. Okay, Moses went into the midst of the cloud and got him up on top of the mountain, and Moses was in the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. If you have this situation, tangible glory crowd, and you move into it, you can produce the same result. Yes, because what you have done is that you have entered eternity. God came down with angels, and Moses was invited up to go and have discussion with him. But he didn't come down with earth's atmosphere. He came down with the atmosphere of eternity. He came down with that. There's a lady that was preaching, Marian Woodward-Etta, and in the middle of her preaching, the glory came in, and she got frozen, standing in one place with her hands up. And the people in the congregation, her eyes stayed the way it was, and her hand up, and she was frozen right there. The people were watching, they knew something, and then the glory of God even came into the meeting, and people were being healed, but the woman is no more talking, she's frozen. So people started going to town, the news went to town, the crowd doubled, then it tripled. But then a whole day when she was still standing there, 2 days when she was still standing there, 3 days went, The day she got unfrozen, she continued the message exactly where she stopped. And to her, nothing has happened. It was that people were telling her that 3 days have passed. In the realm, the other realm where she was caught up, it was just some seconds. Because in that realm, there is no death. So Moses went inside the cloud, got on top of the mountain, and Moses was on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. Add verse 19. Let me see if he, and the Lord spoke with him during that period. Now, go to 34. Go to other records where he said that he ate nothing and drank nothing. I want them to see it. Now, this fast should have been the Moses fast. Some preachers make the mistake of using that Moses whatever. It is disastrous if you recommend that to people, because he's the only person that did it. The only. There are 4 records of people fasting 40 days in the Bible. Elijah did it. Moses did it. Jesus did it. One more person did it. I'll tell you. You might be surprised. There's an additional person that did it. He's a king. But listen, every other person was drinking water. It was only Moses that didn't taste water. If it's a recommended standard, Jesus would have shown us. Because fasting is supposed to benefit your physical health. I'm sure you heard Pastor Ben, how your body detoxifies when you are doing it. Now, failure to drink water, that does not happen. Try your toilet and keep going. Don't flush and see what happens. That's what happens to your body when you're not drinking water. Whenever I finish fasting, I lose years. It's like you reset the clock. I go back. Everything, I lose years. Even every sense in your body is heightened. Including your taste buds. If you eat the normal food you used to eat after a fast, the taste is three times heightened. Your normal food is sweeter until after a while the taste bud starts getting coated again. Then it drops. So vision is heightened. Everything. That's why when we do the final review tomorrow, you see medical doctors. Dr. Tanner, for example, I know a number of other doctors who also use it as healing therapy. But they watch the individuals. They put them under and watch them as their body. They put it through water fast. Some juice. Get to a point. Some of those things in the body vanish without any medicine. There are healing homes that use that. Of course, these homes are set up by doctors. Dr. Tanner, when he brought up the 40 days fast revolution, published a book on it. I have the book. There was uproar within the American medical. Then he first did, with a few others followed him, and they listed the benefits. Then a lot of doctors started following him. Many of those people that went through that lived till their 90s. They are the ones that published that fasting will definitely increase your lifespan by a minimum of 20 to 25 years. Medical science, a minimum of 20 to 25 years. So it is not less of food that kills us, it's too much eating. It's too much eating. Especially in the nights. So look at Moses. He was there 40 days and 40 nights. He did eat. He neither ate bread nor drank water. This is very dangerous. But if God also appears and his Shekinah glory is present, you can do it. Because that thing suspends the law of nature. And if Jesus had gone without water, he would have set a very bad example, and a lot of Christians will be dying because they will be trying to copy him. But he took water, because even if you're God in the flesh, the human side. Yes, he was a human being. He was drinking water. And then when you practice fasting that way, you get both physical and spiritual results. Okay. So dry fast. Put it up. Esther said, fast for me. If you want to do it, this is my advice for you. Don't cross 3 days. Gather all the Jews that are present in Shushan. Fast for me. Neither eat nor drink 3 days. Night or day. I also and my maidens will fast likewise. So I will go into the king. Now you will see, with this dry fast, 3 days of it, You will achieve what the man doing ultimate fast, maybe 7 days or whatever. He's like, that's what I was trying to correct when they were saying all fastings have benefits. But you see, okay, let me give you, if there is a very terrible crisis here, maybe somebody is dying or whatever, this man takes 40 days fast drinking water to save that situation. This man. And I get 10 people, 7 people, and they do 3 days. We will achieve the same result. He's trying to kill himself for 40 days by sharing the body. So you have a very heavy load here. Do you know what was going on here? Genocide. This is the first time a Hitler tried to wipe out the Jewish people. His name was Haman. And the law has been passed. He's gotten the king to sign it. It was almost, and they said the law of Persia, that is irreversible. Once they sign seal with that ring, it's irreversible. And these people have to deploy a means to survive. And so it was fasting. This is the right place to declare 40 days now. Because after all, you're all going to die. But with corporate effort and 3 days, they achieved the result. Do you want to announce the number of days you did, or do you want a result? Result is what you want. I have checked the whole of New Testament. I have checked the whole of Old Testament. Anytime they do the total fast, the ultimate is 3 days. Paul the apostle, 3 days. He also did long fast, though, up to 28 days. He recorded once, but that's water, drinking water. But what we do in Dominion City is that we find balance. I want people to be spiritual, but we also want them to be healthy. So we find balance and guide people. For example, as you get older, some of this long or whatever, you should stay away from it. Stay away from it. Do something that is reasonable. You know what some young people can do when they are young in the gym? As you get older, you will wound your leg or wound your arm because you're trying to lift. You know, you should do something, whatever, to keep you healthy. Don't go to the extremes. There are some things younger people can do. And I'm in my 50s. There are some radical things because I gave my life to Christ early. That was 12 years. I was 12 years. It started in secondary school. At the university level, there are some radical things. Out of the university, there. As you get older, there are some extremes you should stay away from. Leave young people. Another one, if you have some health problems like diabetes, you know, a person with diabetes, you are having problem with sugar, but at the same time, you stay away completely without sugar, you go into crisis. Do you know? So even when they say, you have to check what is suitable for you. Don't go and say you're attending church. Don't go and say you're attending church and go and kill yourself. If you do it right, after a while, it will even help you normalize your blood sugar. Elderly people, for example, not really elderly people, people with diabetic problem. Sometimes you see them keep biscuits in there. On one hand, you are trying to stop them from sugar and excess sugar, but you keep, because at certain times the body start giving signal. They need to eat it, put sugar in their system, the thing calms down. If not, they will go into crisis. So I'm going to now show you something, and that's what we do here. There's even a third fast. Please, one more guy. A third fast. Now, you will not find it in the Bible directly, but wisdom now advises that we teach it. These 3 are taught in the Bible: partial, water fast, and then the total fast. Okay, but this one is not taught, but medical doctors started bringing it up because of the benefit of fasting. They call this one intermittent fast. Now, it is similar to partial fast. So, if you, in case you look for it in the Bible, you don't find it, just group it under partial fast, a branch of partial fast. Because what they're saying here is, you just find certain hours, certain number of hours where you don't let food go into your mouth. This is one way you can start practicing it today. From 6 in the evening, no more eating till morning. If you do this from 6 to 6 in the morning, that's if you're the type that rise early. Why should you eat breakfast by 6? Some people, that's because of how they go out. No problem. But if it's me, I'd rather ask them put that tea or whatever in the office when I get there. So at least, let your stomach rest till 7. But if it's 6 to 6 in the morning, what it means now, you are doing every day 12 hours of fast. You see what we call intermittent? 12 hours of fast. Your stomach is able to rest for 12 hours. You know what they call that morning food? Breakfast. Is that you are breaking a fast. As if God put that compulsory thing on human beings and maybe other types of creation. So when the sun goes down, why didn't he make life on earth like in heaven where there is no night? We walk ourselves to death. So when the sun goes down, we can stop eating. In the olden days, I lived in the village for 3 years with my grandmother before she passed when I was in secondary school. So you see, when the sun goes down, they tell us folk tales. There are some other activities, and we go to sleep. So 7 p.m. maximum, you've eaten you go to sleep. We don't have TV all night. So in those days, NTA starts. Was it 4 p.m.? 4 p.m. Da 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 da. They sing all those their national anthem and all that. Then, when it gets around 7, it's junior lights. Everybody needs to go. It's only parents that watch or adults that watch. Today is 24 hours. So you stay awake 12 midnight, you are still watching, and to sustain that lifestyle, popcorn, these things are terrible. Do you want to live long? My grandmother lived till 100. What is wrong with this our generation? 40, 50. Then if you get to 60, you are, these days now, once you cross 70, everybody start clapping for you. You are old. You are not. When God reduced man's lifespan, we used to live up to 1,000 years, 900 and something years. His decree was that the lifespan is reduced to 120. So 120 is 12 midnights. You go to sleep in the night. 6 p.m. is evening. 7 p.m. is dark. You can start sleeping. So if you want to die, choose between 7 and 12 midnight. That's between 70 years and 120 years. Within that range. That is biblical old age. But you should know that 7 p.m. is just the beginning. That's not when people go to sleep. Don't you know that everywhere in the Bible, they talk about people passing, that they sleep? Is that not what the Bible says? Because sleeping is practicing death. God put that to warn you that there is eternity. And if you think life ends here, when we all die, it ends. There is nothing after. Who is that other person that goes to the village when you are lying down? Who is that one that sometimes something is pursuing, and sometimes when they catch you, they are trying to choke light over, and then you wake up, you are panting? Who is that person? How can you be here and be in the village? That's your human spirit. God is letting you know that you are more than flesh. And it's because that there is that other person that witches can hit people. They kill some people there, then they show up, some of them die, they don't wake up. They shoot some people arrow, they wake up, sickness starts. There are 2 dimensions to you. There is the inward man, the spirit man that is inside. There is the body. You say, I'm an atheist, I don't believe. Once it's just like cocoyam, once you die, it has ended. Okay. Everybody can be an atheist until he gets to his deathbed. They always change their mind. They start crying. They start when the horrors of death start approaching. And some of them cry for mercy, but it's too late. So each time you wake up, sleep and wake up, please say thank you to Baba. Some people have gone there and continued from there. It's like industrial attachment. You are practicing journey to eternity. Is put there to let you know, and then sleep has other benefits for your body too, so the body can rest. The late Justice Oputa, he came to speak for us, one of our national youth summits and all of that. And at the end of the conference, when he came, the stage was a little high and there was a step. So when it was his turn to speak, I came to give him a helping hand. He was 93 at that time. 93 if I'm correct, or 91, 93. I came to give him a helping hand. He said, Pastor, no, I can help myself. I walk. Don't need your... And climb up. Made one of the most brilliant presentations we have ever had in the youth summit. And I was watching. And I was praying for myself. If her old age, you can get it by laying on your hands, I would have gone to kneel down so he can pass it to me. Even though the blessing of elders are very important. But so later at the end of the program, I went to the house to go and chat with him. And he said, Pastor, you want long? It's long life that you're discussing. You are the one that should be telling me how to live long. Then he listed for me 3 basic laws. He said they are from the Bible, but this last one that he's going to mention, that once it is 7 p.m., nothing called food enters his mouth. I think he even said it was 6 p.m. or 7. He said the less you eat, the longer you live. He said, don't you understand it? I said, no, sir. He said, a lot of people, their body is like generator that is working 24 hours. Car that is working 24 hours. It will break down now. You see, you don't have 2 gens. So when you use this one, you turn off half there, turn on the other one. So what you do is turn off giving that body assignment. When you go to sleep, let your stomach rest. By the time you finish loading by 9 p.m., 10 p.m., your stomach is working while you are sleeping. It's trying to break down all the things you stuffed in. And then he said, there are times I even put things in my mouth beyond this time, but go check. It will either be fruit or something vegetable, something natural that will not disturb your body. Then he talked about some other things like meat, how to cut down red meat, a couple of other things. But just that discipline of intermittent fast. So now, beyond this one that God imposed on us by himself, you can now have intermittent. You can choose sometime this whole week, I only eat by 12, something soft, maybe natural 12, no other thing till 12 next year. 12 next day. 12 noon today to 12 noon tomorrow is how many hours? It's 24 hours. So you are fasting. Tomorrow again, you take some of those light things, and then you do this over a week, 2 weeks, or whatever. People see you, you'll be glowing. Your youth is renewed. They be wondering, what's going on? You do it for 3 weeks. You see how people can go long? Yet they are fasting. You clear off all the junk eating. You will shed off years, shed off a lot of issues that are going wrong with your body. So compare that to Daniel fast, which is partial fast. God bless you, sir. I've tried for them on that one.